Okay, who's login number 10? Okay, Ravi joined in. Hi, Ravi. Guys, are you able to hear me fine and see a slide presentation on the screen? Okay, very good. Prasad, you will get to know the login number if you don't put your name. Uh, the moment you put your name will display on the panel. So if you don't put a name, then it only tells me a login number. Otherwise, you don't have to worry about it. Ravi, your webcam is not required. If you want, you can turn it off. You'll save on bandwidth. Okay, excellent. So let's get started. Did I push recording? Yes. Gajanan, can you hear me fine? Can you see the screen? You can either say yes, no, or write yes, no. Mani, can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Okay, very good. Prasad, all okay? Raju, all okay? Ravi, Rinku, very good. Sagar, Siddharth, fantastic. Okay, so we'll get started. Rest of the people can join in the meantime. All right. So first of all, welcome all of you to this training program of Intraday Trading Advanced Learning Program starting on 10th of September 2018, 7 a.m. in the morning. And my due apologies to the participants who had to wait for about 2 months to 3 months in order to attend this program. But I promise I'll make this experience worthwhile. So guys, starting today, when we are working in the stock market, we are not working in the stock market for excitement. Okay, so those days are gone. So you have to throw all those days out of the window. Okay, so the excitement days are over, the playing days are over. Okay, we work in the stock market in order to earn regular income, and this has to be printed in your brains. Okay, we do not work in the stock market just for the heck of excitement. We work in the stock markets in order to earn regular income. And how do we earn regular income is what we are going to study over these couple of days overall, spread over 2 months. So this training program would be divided into two parts. The first part is all theoreticals and a lot of practice, which will be done over the next 2 weeks, roughly 10 working days. Okay, 2 hours each. So 20 hours of training first, in which you will be taught how to read the markets, how to communicate with stocks. Thereafter, you will start trading, and you'll be told about the quantity that you need to be trading with based on your performance. And that exercise will go on for almost 6 weeks. Okay, so there would be almost minimum 18 classes during those 6 weeks minimum. Okay, and if I feel I have to call you guys for more classes, I will do so. Okay, so one thing that you should be knowing is that it is a virtual classroom, so everything is executing over the internet. Okay, though I have a very high speed internet of nearly 100 mbps, but sometimes this also troubles. If there are packet losses on my side, you will suddenly see that the screen will disappear and my voice will also disappear. So don't worry, stay logged in. I will switch to the backup line and will come online in just a few minutes. Okay, so you don't have to worry, just stay logged in. And in case you are logged out, just log in back with the same login ID. Okay, this login ID is to be utilized in order to be in the theory classes throughout these 10 days. Okay, any questions? Very good. Okay. Uh, Very quickly, I just want one piece of information from you guys. Starting with Gajanan. Gajanan, can you tell me what is the amount of experience you have in this market? You can tell me in years, months. 4 months, okay. Money? 1 year, okay. Prasad, fresher, okay. Uh, Raju, Ravi, okay. Rinku, okay. Sagar, okay. 3 years. Siddharth, 1.5 years, okay. Very good, fine. Though it doesn't matter. Uh, Everybody will be a fresher from my perspective. I just wanted to have this data to understand you better. Okay, excellent. Right. So one quick question: how can we minimize the control window? There is a arrow, a tilted arrow at the on the top of the control panel. If you click on that, right next to the X sign, if you click on that, it will minimize. Very good. All right, guys. So earn regular income. As I said, we are no longer doing any sort of work in this stock market for excitement. We are doing it to earn regular income. Now, how do we earn regular income? Okay, we will learn regular income. We will learn how to earn regular income by making some very important changes to our trading habits. Okay, the very first thing is you have to trade with a target now on. Okay, so the days are gone that you just want to trade. Okay, please remember that trading is just a means to earn regular income. Okay, but how would you earn the regular income is a combination of lot more than trading. Okay, trading is maybe a 15% to 20% component of the overall uh, earning mechanism from this market. Okay, the rest of the things, okay, they will constitute to nearly 80% of your earning regular income from the market. And one of the very important things that we tend to overlook is patience. Okay, patience is something which is going to be 50% contributor to earn regular income from the stock market. Okay, and most of us generally don't have it. Okay, and in this training we have some practical mechanisms to control anxiety and to induce patience in yourself so that you can become uh, a better trader, and you are able to make regular income from the stock market. So there would be some practical things. They'll be extremely stupid if somebody hears about them, but for us it will be really important because that's going to be the 50% component of becoming successful in this stock market. Okay, and one of the examples of that is trading with one quantity. Okay, so now on, you have to have a target in your mind, and that target currently would be 50% monthly return on your capital. So if your capital is 100 rupees, then we need 50 rupees out of it on a monthly basis minimum. Okay, and during the mentorship classes your target would be 50% weekly return on capital. How to do it, we will study. Okay, please do not forget, this training is not about any jadoo mantar or any magic show. Okay, you'll have to literally work hard at least 5 to 6 hours in a day. Okay, for the first couple of weeks when you are in training, especially the first 2 weeks or so. Okay, at least 5 6 hours in a day you have to contribute in order to grasp the content when I say the practical content of the of whatever is being taught in the classroom. Because what I will teach you, I will show you a few examples, but you will have to replicate those examples by going back home and doing it with a lot more stocks, so that you understand it lot better. Okay, because one thing in this market that repeats is patterns will keep repeating. Okay, it is identical patterns which will happen with every stock when it wants to go up or it wants to go down. Okay, that might be the magic, but in order to catch that magic you'll have to literally work hard. Okay, if you can work hard, nobody can stop you from being profitable in this market. Number two is forget the unimportant things. Guys, tell me quickly, how many of you were using indicators, etc., for your trading? Maybe positional swing, intraday, whatever. Okay. Kitna munafa? How much profit were you making by using indicators? Big profits? Because if you are doing so, you were not supposed to be in this class. Okay. Please remember, indicators will tell you after the movements have happened. Okay. So once the stock has already gone up, it will tell you that it is going up. The same way, once the stock has already gone down, it is already 10% down, it is going to tell you that the stock is going down. Okay, so there is no fun in being with such indicators. So for us, it is all unimportant. For us, there would be only three indicators in this market. One will be price, second will be volume, and third would be the deliverable quantity, and we will learn how to decipher them. Somebody's mic is. Sharad. Is this Narayan Prasad Sharma by the login Sharad?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I'm unmuting your mic, okay? Thank you. Okay. So, so for us, those indicators are unimportant because it doesn't actually have the capability of telling us about the movement of the stock. It is something very uh, I'll give you a very stupid example to understand this. And once you listen to this, you will give up indicators from your charts immediately. Say, for example, your son or daughter have an examination in the school. Okay. So he or she goes to the school, writes the examination, comes back, and you know that now the results are about to come out. And the teacher is going to hand over the answer sheets and whatever marks he or she has received. Will you ask your son or daughter about the marks, or will you open the door of your house, go out, press the calling bell of your neighbor, ask him that how much did your son or daughter score? What will you do? Will you ask your daughter or son, or will you ask your neighbors that what was the score of your son or daughter in that examination? You will ask your son or daughter, right? Why will you ask your son or daughter? Because that is the impacted party, right? It is the impacted party. Whenever you go to a doctor, okay, the doctor will first ask you, क्या हो रहा है? पेट में दर्द हो रहा है? कब से है बुखार? क्या खाया था कल? Okay, he or she, the doctor, will first try to investigate by the verbatim that you provide. After that, he might ask your, relatives, whosoever is accompanying you, about the rest of the details. Or if you are unconscious, that's a different ball game. Okay, but the doctor will never first ask your companion. The doctor will always first ask you because your verbatim is the most important. Then why not the same behavior in the stock market? Okay, so in the stock market, who should be telling us that whether it wants to go up or down? Okay, the market, or basically the stocks. Okay, आपको किसी बॉलिंजर बैंड नामक इंडिकेटर जो कि who is a neighbor. Okay, Bollinger Band is a neighbor to a stock. Okay, you don't have to go and press calling bell of Bollinger Band and ask him that whether the stock will go up or down. Ask the stock whether he wants to go up or down. Okay, the stock is going to tell you. All right. So let's forget about all the unimportant things. Okay, that we have been using. All this is not required because it will eat up your energy and your screen space, and you will not be able to watch what you should be watching. All right. And please remember, in this market, people say there is a saying 90% of the people lose money and 10% earn, right? And the 10% who earn, they earn big money, right? Have you heard about this, all of you? That almost 90% of the people lose money. Why? Because those 90% of the people are not able to see what they are supposed to be seeing. Okay, they are supposed to be watching something which they are not trying to watch, which the rest of the 10% people are focusing on. Okay, that is why 10% people are making profits and 90% are making losses. That 90% people's loss is actually going as a profit to the 10% people in the market. So that is what the interpretation of the statistics is. Okay, so please remember that forget about the unimportant things. We have to focus only on the important things. And for us, the three important things are the price, bhav, uh, the volume, and the deliverable quantity. And we will never ask a third party. We will always directly ask the stock what's going on with the stock. Okay. The third most important thing, and this is what we are going to focus throughout these 10 days, especially, is train your eyes. Okay. What I just told you is that 90% loses, 10% wins. Okay. If 10% are winning, they are actually seeing something which 90% is not able to see. Okay. And they are seeing, these 10% of the people who are winners are seeing something which is really important. Okay. Which 90% of the people are not able to see. All right. Name a stock, guys. Any stock of your choice. Titan. All right. So this is going to be a book. What you see on the screen, it is the NSE's uh, website. Okay. And this is going to be your Bible in the stock market, and this is what is going to tell you what will be profitable for you. Okay. So on the screen, what I'm doing is I'm just going quickly to a report. Okay. On the ribbon, I'm going to something called as products over here where my mouse is. All of you can see the mouse, right? The mouse pointer. Okay. So I'll go on products and I'll click on equities. Once I click on equities, I will click on historical data. And once I click on historical data, I will click on this security wise price volume archives search. Okay. I am copying this URL and pasting it in the chat window, because this is something that you will use at least 400 times in a day. Okay, it's gone to all of you. All right. So what was the name of the stock? Titan. Titan. All right, Titan. I will select equities because we work with equities only in this training. And over here, let's say I select August 1st till August 31st. All right. Now this is called as the Janam Kundli of Titan. This is actually the Janam Kundli of Titan. It is telling you about each and every component of the price. This is where the price is. Okay. So this is something like when you go to a doctor, it is like the blood pressure levels, the sugar levels, the fever, the body temperature, the heartbeat, pulse, etc. So this is what is the bhav, is the price. This is where the volume is, and this is where the deliverable quantity is. So we have to learn how to decipher this information which is price, this information which is volume, and this information which is deliverable quantity. Okay. Right. Now I'm opening another tab. I'm going to NSE, and whatever I use only the market data. Okay, I don't go here and there third party websites. I want this screener, tracker, God knows what all things goes on in this market. So there is no need. Everything is available over here. Okay, now do you see over here a search box? I will type in Titan here. So it's telling me Titan Company Limited. I will select this. Now this is telling me about the snapshot of Titan Company. Do you see your options chain? All of you? Can you see options chain? There is a options chain URL over here. Okay. I will click on this. I will look at a very simple information. What is the difference between two strike prices over here? Like here you see 760, here you see 780. What is the difference? If you minus them, how much is the value? 20? Okay. Now, Let's go back to the report over here. In this report, one of the most important fields is this last price, where the last uh, order was executed. So on 1st of August, what was the last price? Okay. So was it in between 920 and 900? It's a 20 rupee level in Titan, right? So is it between this 920 level and 900 level that you see here? Right? 919. Okay. Next day, what happened? Did it break it on the upside or did it break it on the downside? On the upside. So it closed at 925. Okay. So it broke 920 levels and it closed above that 920 levels. Okay. Now, when it closed above the 920 levels over here, what is it telling you? Does it want to go up or does it want to go down? It wants to go up, right? Now, over here, do you see there is something called as deliverable quantity? Right? Okay. Now, when it went up, did the deliverable quantity also increased? Okay, very good. Now, on the very next day, it was 920, right? Did the price come back? Did the price reduce? Did the deliverable quantity increase? Right? Okay. Now, when we started from here, the deliverable quantity day 1 increased, correct? Also on day 2 increased, correct? Was this the first day when the deliverable quantity reduced? Okay, very good. Now, when this deliverable quantity on this day reduced, did the price increase or decrease? Decrease. Okay. So there was an increase in volumes. Thereafter, the price, sorry, the what you call the deliverable quantities reduced. Okay, it cooled off. When it cooled off, it was telling us that the price is going down. Okay, and not only the price went down, it also broke the level of 920 and closed. Correct? Because here it opened around 928.7 and finally it closed around 902, which was telling us that it broke the level of 920. So 920 to 940, 920 to 940 is a resistance zone. This is what it was trying to tell you. Don't worry if you are not able to understand in this one example, there would be several of these. Okay. So actually what happened, when this data was deciphered, it was telling us that it clearly broke 920, right? So from 920 till what is the high? 942, right? In this month, the highest high is 942, so 940 level, because it is 20 levels. Every 20 rupees there is a strike price where the underwriters will start writing. Okay, so 920 to 940 is where the resistance is. Okay, now do you see here it tried crossing 940 during this month? यहाँ पे 17th 20th दिख रहा है? Right, 940, it tried going above 940, got rejected, After that, did it fall about 50-60 rupees? Okay, this is called train your eyes. Okay, the first thing that you have to make friendship with is the market data. People who can't read this, they can't trade. They can do it for excitement, which is okay, and we need people doing it for excitement, because only they will give us the profit. uh, because when they lose, we get that money as our profits. Okay, but if you can't read this, you'll be a very big failure in this market. Okay, it sounds very raw, it sounds very stupid, but this is the table which will tell you in advance that what is going to happen with the stock. Okay, what are going to be the key levels for a stock? So I asked the stock, not the neighbor. Over here, if you will look at indicators, it will tell you it is going up. Do you agree? Because the price is increasing here, right? And by the time the indicator will tell you that it is wanting to fall, the fall has already happened. If you sell at that place, you will be rather selling it at the bottom, which you don't want to do. Is this clear? Why training of eyes is important? Okay. What was the other stock? Reliance. Okay, Reliance had a stock split. Okay, so last month you will see the data would be 1200, 1300, 1400, but this month it is half. Okay, because there was a split which happened. They declared a bonus 1:1. Okay, now let's see. So it had a 20 rupee level. All right. So do you see this is in between 1200 and 1180? Right. Now the deliverable quantity is here. Uh, so the deliverable quantity is here, and over here the volume reduced. Do you see here the volume increased for the first time in the month? Deliverable quantity, right? So the deliverable quantity increased, correct? What was the last price? 1175, which is the level above it, 1180. Okay. Now when the volume cooled off, do you see it broke 1180? Right? Right. Now thereafter it kept rising. Do you see the highest high was about how much? 1300 something, right? 1360. It is more than 100 rupees movement. Okay. So the stocks have the tendency of telling you things in advance. Now I will open another report from the same place. Okay. I'm going to products, again to equities, again to historical data, and this time, do you see security wise high low archives? I will click on this search. Okay. Now here I will write Reliance. I will click on monthly high low. From here I will select 2018 and last month was August, right? Last month was August, right? So the month prior to that was July and the month prior to that was June, correct? So first let me see what happened in June. What is the high and the low in the month of June in Reliance? $1036 and 918. Okay. So say in the month of June, the high is 1036 and the low is say 918. Okay. Now let's go back. So this was June. Let's go back and look for July. What is the high? What is the low? $11.90, $9.57. So let's consider this candle to be a July candle, okay? So the low is 957 and the high is how much? 1190, right? 1190 is the high. Okay. So 1190 is the high. Let me remove all this. Tell me something, guys. This is June. Huh? This is Reliance for June. And this is Reliance for the month of July. All of you understand candlestick, right? Okay. So this is a candle. So the open is below, the close is above, and the high is 1036 in the month of June of Reliance. In the month of July, the low is 957, which is higher than this low, right, of June. Am I correct? 918 is lower than 957. Okay. Let me pull it slightly down. Okay. So it is somewhat like this. Okay. Now, Now, and this high is 1190, which is definitely higher than 1036, correct? All of you agree? So, is it a higher high, a higher low and a higher high? Yes or no? Whenever there is a formation of a higher high and a higher low, what does it mean? Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? It's an uptrend, right? Okay. I'm going back to the same data. So, what is the likelihood of August? क्या हो सकता है August में? Likelihood, highest probability that it might try to go up, right? So our trading direction should be up. All right. I'm going back to the same stupid screen which doesn't have colors, and it's very bland, bina namak, bina masala, bina kisi cheez ka. Okay. So I'm going here. I see the last price here. The open is 1190. I see 88. Over here, I see the open is 91 and the close is, the last price is 11, almost 70, right? Did it break? Did it open above 1180 and is closing below 1180? Okay. Did it open below 1180 and closed also below 1180? Okay. So let me consider this. एक काम करता हूँ, इस पे करता है. Say in Reliance, this is 1180 level, okay, which I read from the report, 1180. So there was one candle which came somewhat like this, red color. Yes or no? On this day. See, it opened above 1191, so it opened above 1180, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So it opened above 1180. It closed the last price, the last trade happened below 1180. So the candle is somewhat like this. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Now the next day candle was below, right? It was somewhere here only. Okay. Didn't do anything much, right? 1180 because this is Titan. Let me open Reliance. Okay, 20 rupees levels. Okay, every 20 rupees there is a underwriter writing this strike. Got it? ठीक है. So next day पे कुछ ऐसा, something like this, correct? Now on this day it opens at around sorry, on this day on 6th of August it opens at around 1176 and it closes around 1192. Did it do something like this? So at 1180, one day it fell, next day it didn't do anything. Then the next day it went back and it closed here. Okay. Is it telling you that when it fell, it is having difficulties in falling from this level of 1180? Right? Is it telling us that it is having difficulties from of falling from 1180 levels, because when it goes below 1180 levels people are pushing the price back, which means people are accumulating. Make sense? Okay, so can I call this to be a support formation? All of you are reasonably experienced in the market, so you must be knowing what is support and resistance, right? So can I say it is a support formation? Yes. Okay. So it formed the support on this day on 6th of August. Okay. Thereafter, did it start breaking highs? देखो यहाँ पे 1196, the next day high was 1201, the next day high was 1222, 1231. Yes or no? started breaking highs. Okay, then it started breaking lows, right? It started breaking lows. It started coming down. Okay, when it started coming down, the lowest low that it could form is 1182.70. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is, see here, after this support formation. Okay, see, the support formation happened on 6th, correct? Yes or no? 6th को हुआ ना? On 6th of August, the support formation was confirmed. Okay, what was the low before that? The low before that was 1165.95, correct? So what I'll do is, where is the low? 1165. ठीक है? 1165 पे low बनाया, okay, and thereafter it started making highs, correct? And it went all the way up to 1231. Yes or no? It went all the way to 1231. इस low से यहाँ तक. After it made 1231, it started breaking lows, right? See here. 1212 यहाँ पे low break हुआ, right? 1202, 1182, 1184. So now it again started breaking highs. So till what point did it go? 1182. 1182. Okay. And after 1182, when it started breaking highs, it went to say 12, 17, 36, 51, 72, 17, 95, 13, 29. 13, 29. Okay. ठीक है? Now, what I'll do is, did something like this happen? Right? Correct? गलत कर दिया. Do you see this is a zigzag pattern? What do I always say in my videos? Stocks move like this, right? Yes or no? And when it has to come down, it will come down like this. Okay? Do you see that formation? Now, the idiots in the market will struggle. Okay, whereas a professional trader will pick up the stock, will go long, and will make his 200% return on capital for that month. Is it possible? Not possible. And what was the reason that I was interested in Reliance? See, this is Reliance monthly data, 1st of June till the last day of the June. Okay, just look at this data. Acha, you guys have to work literally hard. Okay, and start getting used to all this. All right. Now tell me, just looking at this column, the volume column, which is the highest volume on any of the days? 22nd of June, right? कितना वॉल्यूम है? 161, right? Okay, 161 वॉल्यूम हो गया. और हाईएस्ट डिलीवरेबल क्वांटिटी बताओ. Highest deliverable quantity. Right, on the same day, 22nd, what is the value? 79, right? Okay, very good. So this is June, and we already know the highs and lows of June, right? Now I'll move on to July. So this is July, right? Okay. Now, in the month of July, what is the highest volume? 241. Is it higher than the volume of last month peak? Last month कितना था? 161. So this month, is it higher? Okay. What was the peak deliverable quantity last month? 79. What is the peak deliverable quantity in this month? Is it higher? Okay, very good. Now I'm going back to this diagram. This was June, right? This is June high, 1036. This is July high, 1190, right? Now, on this table of July, where did it close? What was the last price on July? 1184. Is it higher than this 1036? Okay, so it was a breakout. So the July candle actually closed above the high of June candle. All of you agree? So this high, right? Now, do you agree that the volume is breakout? Do you all agree deliverable quantity is also a breakout? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Do you also agree that this price, the highest price, is also a breakout? So, all of you agree that all three parameters break out? This is why I was interested to trade Reliance in the month of August. कुछ नहीं करना था, पैर पे पैर रख के आराम से सिर्फ रिलायंस को भी देखता तो मेरा जो कैपिटल है वो डबल हो जाता. Getting my point? Okay. Do you understand the importance of train your eyes? आंखें खुल गई, नींद भाग गई. Tell me honestly, guys, have you ever seen markets like this? Okay. So what are you here for? Becoming a what kind of a trader? Professional trader. Or professional traders read market like this. This was just an example. There would be several of these things coming up. All right. So that is why I say train your eyes. The day you are able to train your eyes, if you are able to train your eyes, you will start seeing what a professional trader sees in this market, which those 90% people who are going to get their money into the market and lose it, okay, they are not able to see. Be rest assured, nobody can stop you from becoming profitable in this market. The profit might not be 200%, maybe 150%, maybe 100%, maybe 80%. It's okay. What is the bank interest? 4% in a year, and we are talking in a month, right? So the max that you can get is 8% in a fixed deposit. And for that also you'll have to put your money for 1 year, full year. Okay, here we are talking in tunes of 100% in just one month. तो मेहनत तो करना पड़ेगा भाई. It is not halwa. Okay, you can get this only by hard work. You cannot get it from a tip provider, that somebody will wake up in the morning, will do everything and will call you up and will say that, sir, please buy Reliance, it is going to give you 200% return. He has no interest. If he knew that, he wouldn't have opened up that business. Okay, he would have been teaching rather than selling those calls, because he knows that whatever he is providing is not going to work. All right, so guys, we have to work hard. Train your eyes. All right, uh, it's almost 2 past 8 o'clock. Okay, 8:12 पे शुरू करेंगे. We'll take a 10 minutes break. All right, just leave your computers as is. We'll just resume around 8:12. All right, friends, I'm back. You can write yes if you're back. Acha, guys, I will request all of you to please arrange for a mic so that I can freely ask questions and you can answer them. Okay. So, we were at training of eyes. Nothing, you just have to unmute it and talk. That's it. Okay, Siddharth, just talk something. Let's see. Because there's a noise coming in, but I can't hear your voice. So maybe the mic doesn't work properly for you. Okay, good. So, so you have seen what's the option? In the panel, you will see a speaker and a microphone. So from there, you can test your microphone also in this panel of GoToMeeting. Okay. So we are done with train your eyes. So you understand, all of you understand what is the importance of training your eyes? Okay. The next point is don't let others take charge of your business. Huh? Now, see, trading for you is going to be a business. Okay. That is why you are spending so much of money and time to learn this professionally. Okay. So, it will be sent. So, don't let others take charge of this. Okay. When you are, going to providers who tell you which stock to buy or sell or those kind of things, you are actually letting others take charge of your business. You're not putting brains in your own business. And have you ever heard about a business which is successful without the promoter putting in time and his own brain? कभी सुना है? Have you ever heard of this? That a big conglomerate was formed by the promoter putting in no brains, no time, nothing. He hired a tip provider or a consultant, and that guy came and he did everything. And this businessman became very successful in his life. Is it possible? It's not, right? So if it is not possible in any business, then how come it is possible in trading business? समझ रहे हैं अब आप? Why learning a business is more important than just going to a consultant and getting some short term, 1 rupee, 2 rupee kind of gains from this market. So please do not let others take charge of your trading business. Second most important thing is that don't look at others, that how many trades are they doing, and etc etc. Okay, please remember, if you are new in this game, okay, first you have to spend time in order to understand the business and to roll it out. Okay, don't be under an impression that the person sitting next to me is trading in 50 stocks, so I have to do that. No, he might be trading in 50 stocks and making 20% return on capital. and you might be trading only in 5 stocks and making 500% return on capital. So who's better? Who's doing a better business? It's you, right? So please don't look here and there and start quantifying your business by quantity. It has no value. Start quantifying your business with quality. Okay, so please trade quality and not quantity. If you are able to take out your 50% return on capital with just 5 trades in a month, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, rather than taking out 10% return on capital or 5% return on capital by trading 500 stocks in a month. Okay, why? Because along with trading you will be able to focus on other businesses also. Okay, which will not only diversify your business but will also make you more successful. Okay, now the quantification of success is always not money. Okay, now say for example the quantification for me in trading business is very different. Okay, a lot of guys see, there are, if I take a pledge to find one stupid guy in next 1 hour, what will happen is that by the time I will leave my house and reach the society gate, I will find maybe 10 or 20. So the world is like that only. Okay, so the world is full of stupids, okay, in the business. And please remember this, it is. Okay, there are two ways of utilizing these stupids. One is that you tell them that you are stupid. Okay, if that gives you happiness. One way is that. The second way is, you know that he is stupid. Now if he is stupid and he is going to do something, okay, that can become a business opportunity for you. Okay, so I know, for example, that 90% of the Anadi traders are going to come today in the market. Okay, so I will try to spot where the most of the Anadis are there. Okay, and I will try to trade in that instrument so that my chances of becoming a winner is very high. Okay, so you have to put a definition to your happiness and your success also. Okay, for me happiness is working 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour at an average in a day. I don't work more than 4 hours in a day. Okay, that is my schedule. If you will kill me also, I will not work for more than 4 hours in a day. Why? Because I have worked for, like, if I name that conglomerate, you will probably start thinking that I am a stupid. So I left a job, okay, which was at a director level in a very big conglomerate. Okay, why did I leave that? Because I could never see my daughters grow up. Okay, because I was throughout outside this country. Okay, I've spent most of my life living outside India. Okay, so I was generally able to come back home when they were, born, and maybe 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, that kind of a thing. So most of their, growing age, I have not seen. So which was a learning for me. I said, ऐसा तो चलेगा नहीं. मतलब इस पैसे का फायदा क्या है अगर it is not letting me spend time with my own family. Okay, because life is only for once this life is gone, it's all over. ये तो सब पीछे रह जाएगा. ठीक है, मकान है, गाड़ी है, ये है, पैसा है, everything is going to stay back here, right? If you are not able to spend time with your family and give them that value, it's all useless at the end of the day. Okay, so I was looking for an avenue where I can spend my quality amount of time. Okay, I'm not saying that uh, you also start working less from today itself, but my output from my business was that maximum 3 to 4 hours in a day, max. Okay, and rest of the time I should be utilizing that time based on my priorities. If I want to study, I will study. I want to write a book, I will write a book. I want to spend time with my family. I want to go on holidays. All of that. Okay. So that is the quantification of happiness for an individual. So for me, the quantification of happiness is that I want to do a business which doesn't take a lot of my time, is also lucrative, so that I can manage the lifestyle that I had with my kind of a job, okay, with my kind of an education. And also at the same time, I'm able to spend the most of my time with my family and my friends and do things which I like. Okay, I learned guitar, which I wanted to learn since my childhood. Okay, I could never do it because to be very honest, I have sold newspapers on the street to fund my college fee. Okay, so I have seen how important 1 rupee or 10 rupee or 100 rupee is. Okay, so for me, learning a guitar was always a luxury. Okay, so once I did started doing all this and I started having time, I started learning not only guitar but also tabla, piano, everything. Okay. So the definition has to be there. So money is always there. If you're doing your job right, nobody can stop you from making money in this market. Okay. So define what gives you happiness. Does slogging 20 hours a day give you happiness? If that's so, do it. No problems. Okay. So that is the reason I say that please do not let others take charge of your trading business. Others can never give you profitability. You have to define your happiness. You have to define your output from the business. You have to define that what do you want to achieve in your life. Based on that, you define your business. Do you want to slog or do you want to do it with ease? It's all in your hands. Okay. Point number 5, always think like a business person. Okay. Let me give you an example. Huh? Starting from the chai wala on the street, okay, to a chole kulche wala, to a kirana wala, to a big restaurant or a big telecom giant, okay, all a business person, right? The only thing is that there is a difference in scale. Okay, a chai wala scale is much lesser than the scale of, say, Sunil Bharti Mittal of Airtel. Okay, so but both of them a business person only. Okay, so you'll have to think based on the scale of your business, that how does these business personalities, they think, how do they execute their business. Okay, now the practical example is, if I tell you that you make an investment of 100 rupees and there is a potential to earn out of that 100 rupees, you can make 100 rupees. Okay, another one is that you invest 1 lakh rupee and the potential of earning out of that 1 lakh rupee is 100 rupees. Okay, the risk in both the businesses are same. Which one will you opt, number 1 or number 2? Can you guys hear me? Okay, rest everybody will choose number 2. Okay, only Gajanan and Rinku wants number 1. Okay, Mani, Prasad, rest all number 2. Okay, okay. So was it a difficult decision to make? It was not, right? If the risk level is same, then you will go for a higher margin business, correct? Where the investments are less and the return on investment is lot higher. So you knew that in business number 1, the return on investment is 100%, because you are investing 100 rupees and the potential of getting an output is 100 rupees. At the same time, you put 1 lakh rupees and the potential of output is 100 rupees. So definitely you are going to stick with number 1 business. Okay, and it was not a difficult decision to make. Okay, and these are the kind of decisions that you will have to make in the trading business also. Okay, there are lots of instruments in the market. Okay, the instruments are based on the same stocks, the same market, the same index. The only difference is that in both of them, or in three of them, or in four of them, okay, the risk level is same, but the investment level is different. Okay, so you'll have to make a decision for yourself that if the risk is same, the output is same, then do you want to go with the instrument which takes less of your investment, or do you want to go with the instrument which takes most of your investment? Okay, so all these we will learn during these 10 days. Okay, how to make those decisions. All right, now number 6, next 2 weeks is game changing opportunity for you, for only the guys who want to work hard. Okay, people who have come for time pass, it's okay, you can pass your time for next 2 months and go away. But if you really want to learn, these 2 weeks where we are going to spend a lot on understanding the language of the stock market, it's going to be a game changing opportunity. So the more you work hard, the more you ask questions, the better for you. Rest is all left to you. Okay, how well you want to utilize your time, okay, over the next 2 weeks. Number 7 is love every market participant. Very important. Okay, please remember, till the time the anadis are there in the market, we are getting our profits easily. The day everybody will become smart, it will be a very difficult marketplace. All of you know that 90% of the people lose money, right? Why do they lose money? Because training of eyes is not there, or say uh, they are not able to interpret the market statistics the way you are able to interpret. So you know that 90% of the guys who are coming in the market, they are going to leave back their money. Okay, so if that cumulative money is 100 rupees, I have an opportunity that I can make my profits out of that 100 rupees that they are going to leave in the market today. Okay, but also at the same time, okay, you have an opportunity to learn. Okay, you got a seat in this training program also. Over the next 2 months you will get mentorship also. People are not that lucky. Okay, so you have to always remember that whosoever you come across in this market, okay, they might even come and curse you. There are lots of people who come back to me and they start even shouting on me that why do you take money to teach? Okay, you should do it for free, right? So the bottom line is that you have to love all of these participants. Okay, a big investor, a deep pocket investor, okay, he's going to give you the direction of the market. Okay, he's going to tell you whether you have to trade in the on the upside or downside of the market or the stock. Okay, so you will love that participant. Okay, at the same time, there would be huge number of participants who will be trading it on the long side. Please don't forget that if you are buying, somebody is selling. If you are selling, somebody is buying. Okay, so the other side of the market is bound to get wrong if you are right. Okay, so you will never insult a market participant, no matter people come and insult you. Okay, this is a psychological point. Okay, because those are the guys who are annadata for us. Just imagine, all of a sudden today is what, 10th of September, and all anadis decide they don't want to come into the market to trade. What will happen to a person like me? My profitability will go for a toss. Getting my point? So who's feeding me and my family? It is actually those anadis. Okay, so they are the most important people in this market for me. So whenever you come across someone, okay, who is consistently losing money in this market, please remember that he is the person who is actually feeding us in this market. So please do not insult them. If he or she decides not to come to the market tomorrow, we will be in trouble. Does it make sense? Yes or no? Very important point. Though it sounds to be the most stupid one. Okay. Please do not insult any market participant, especially the ones who are consistently losing money in this market. We have to be extremely, extremely good to these guys. Okay, because they are our annadatas. Okay, so these are some of the trading habits that you will have to inculcate in yourself. Okay, and you have to make some, basic changes in your behaviors in this stock market. Now, let me ask a question. Right. Whom shall I ask? नारायण जी. आप लिख के बता सकते हैं अगर आप माइक पे नहीं बोल पा रहे हैं. There is a stock by the name Coal India. Which sector does it belong to? Ravi? Same question. Coal India belongs to which sector? Raju? All right, Ravi. Metals. Very good. Raju, Amara Raja battery belongs to which sector? Prasad? Okay, auto. Very good. Amara Raja battery, Prasad, belongs to which broad market index?
It's Nifty 50.
I'm sorry, Nifty?
It's Nifty 50.
Nifty 50. Okay. All right, fine. So,
Able to hear me?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you able to hear me? I'm just trying to check my phone if it's working or not. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay. Okay, so Prasad said it is Nifty 50. All right. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going back to NSE website. So this is the NSE website. Okay. Now, under NSE website on this ribbon, we used products, right? And now we will use live market. When we'll go to live market, there is something called as index. Okay. When you click on index, you will see a table like this over here. Okay. Over here. Now, in this table, you have broad market indices. Okay. Like Nifty 50, Next 50, 100, 200, 500, mid cap 50, mid cap 100, small cap 100, India VIX. Okay. So these are the broad market indices. These are the dadajis of the market. Okay. Grandparent. Okay. Then you have sectoral and thematic indices. Just forget about these because it is out of our it is not in scope of our training. So it is sectoral indices and thematic indices. Okay, now these are the parents. Okay, in this you have sectors like bank, auto, financial sector, etc., etc. Okay, and so on. Same way, thematic indices, commodities, consumption, CPSC, energy, etc. Now, if you click on Nifty 50, in real market, because this we chose from the live market. So when the market is live, these rates will keep changing, okay, and it will keep updating, right? So over here, okay, you will be able to see all the indice stocks and their corresponding heartbeat. All right, now from this drop down, there are three most important broad market indices: Nifty 50, Next 50, and Mid Cap 50. These are the three most important broad market indices. Okay. When I will select Nifty Mid Cap 50, okay, and I click here to just put it in a uh, this thing in an order. So over here we see Amara Raja battery. Okay. So it is Mid Cap 50 Amara Raja battery, and if I go here and select Nifty Auto, we see Amara Raja battery. So, which grandparent does it belong to? Grandparent means broad market index. It is mid cap 50. And which parent does it belong to? Okay. So, it belongs to Auto. Auto is the parent. Okay. And the child is Amara Raja battery. The same way Apollo tires, etc. Fine. Now, if I go here and say select pharma, okay. Now all these are pharma sector stocks, yes or no? All right. Now, who's gonna tell money? Can you name the ones which are Nifty 50 stocks in this list? So from this list, just choose the ones which are Nifty 50. Okay. Lupin, Sun Pharma, Cipla. Very good. Okay. Anything else? Dr. Reddy. Very good. Lupin, Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma, Cipla. Okay. Excellent. So the Nifty 50 ones are Lupin, Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma, and Cipla. Okay. And the remaining are some other Dadaji stocks, right? Some other DNA stocks. All right. So if I look at Oro Pharma, which sector does it belong to? I'm sorry, which Dadaji does it belong to? Next 50, Oro Pharma, right? Very good. How about Biocon? Okay, very good. Divi's Lab. Okay. So Biocon, right? Divi's Lab under Midcap 50. So please remember that all of you should know these stocks, these sectoral stocks, and which Dadaji, which means which broad market index does that stock belong to. Okay, because it will be quite important for us to make a trading decision. Okay, uh, that whether we want to trade it or we don't want to trade it. Okay, So for that, you should be knowing that what is the 3 generation of that stock, which means that which broad market index does it belong to, next which parent does it belong to, and then is the child. Okay, and this should be by hearted. Now tell me something, guys. Okay, Sagar, tell me कि uh, out of the 3 broad market indices, Nifty 50, Next 50, and Mid Cap 50, which is the broad market index which is the most stable, which has the best of the companies in it? Most stable companies in it.
Nifty 50, sir.
Nifty 50, because they have been picked based on their market capitalization, and if it is based on market capitalization, it means they are very big. उनको बंद होने में भी सालों लग जाएंगे, right? So it will take a lot of effort to even shut them down. It's not easy. All right. So Nifty 50 is the most stable of all the broad market indices. Okay. The same way, which will be the most vulnerable out of the broad market indices, out of these 3? सबसे ज्यादा अनस्टेबल कौन सा
Mid Cap 50.
मिड कैप 50. तो गाइज, अब अगर मैं सवाल पूछूं कि अभी शुरुआती दिनों में कौन से सेक्टर से थोड़ा दूर रहना है अभी, जब तक सीख नहीं जाते हो ठीक से? Till the time you learn it thoroughly, you have to stay away from mid cap 50.
Mid Cap 50, sir.
Okay. So during this first few months, you will be trading only into Nifty 50 stocks. Okay, because the stability is more in those stocks, the liquidity is more in those stocks. Okay, their profit potential is limited at say 40% return on capital per trade, but because of the stability, it is advisable that for the first few months when we are learning, we will learn and first practice and first master the Nifty 50 broad market index. Okay. Now, if I tell you, Rinku,
Yes, sir.
कि there is a stock, okay, some stock, all right, and that stock is in Nifty 50 broad market index. So it's a big stock, right?
Mhm.
So it's a very stable, big stock,
Right.
right? And for some reason, exchange has decided to throw it outside the index. What comes to your
Okay.
mind?
That something has happened, which doesn't fulfill the rules of that ISO certifications or SEBI, or
Very good.
market
So
में
does
ऐसा
it
something is happening.
it starts smelling fishy? Something is wrong, right? Right, Rinku?
Yeah,
So it is giving us an indication that
right, right.
something is wrong. Something is not correct with this
That's right.
company, because of which the exchange is taking such a big decision, right? And please remember, if something
Right.
of this happens, you can pick up stocks historically. The bad times start when they are thrown out of the index. I can give you several of those examples: Arcom, DLF, Unitech,
Just dial.
Just Dial, very big example, right?
Yeah.
So all these are now penny stocks, right? Which were once upon a time index stocks. So the first indication about a company's problem comes when I'm talking about only the public sectors, huh? Which are big. The first indications come when they are thrown out of the index, because if nothing is wrong, why will they be thrown out of the index. The same way, if they are throwing out something, they will have to induct something, right? अगर वो फेंक रहे हैं किसी को बाहर, तो किसी को अंदर भी तो लाएंगे ना, क्योंकि वो जगह तो खाली हो जाएगी ना, राइट? स्कूल का हेड बॉय जा रहा है तो नया हेड बॉय बनेगा ना, राइट? If a company is losing a CEO, a new CEO will come, correct? अब जो नया आ रहा है वो उस क्या लगता है आपको राजू? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? लुपिन का बताता हूँ अभी स्टोरी. So Raju, what do you think? That it is coming based on its performance, right? So if it is coming based on its performance, then what is the likelihood that the stock is going to do? क्या क्या होने के चांसेस सबसे ज्यादा हैं इन स्टॉक्स के साथ? Will do better, which means the prices should start moving up. Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, all of these replaced, right? Correct. So you can see the kind of rally which is happening in these stocks. Okay. So please remember that every single piece of information which is there in this market, okay, whatever the exchange has formed, is very, very important. Okay. If the exchange has made this report like this, it looks like this, there is a reason that it looks like this. Okay. There is a reason that it looks like this. It is not on their whims and fancies that they wanted to create the report like this. There is a reason, there is a solid reason. Okay. We have to figure out these reasons and we have to capitalize on them. Okay. अब मुझे ये बताओ, किसी स्टॉक को जब बाहर निकाल दिया तो आंख बंद करके बेच दोगे उसे? नहीं. और किसी भी स्टॉक को जब इंडक्ट कर लिया तो आंख बंद करके यू विल बाई इट, यू विल शट योर आइज एंड बाई इट. So only Siddharth will not do it, rest everybody will do it, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So you will not do it by keeping your eyes shut, right? So what will you do? You will try to figure out these kind of things. Now this is green. If you do the reverse, will be red. Okay. You will analyze. Very good. You will analyze the stock. For an uptrend, it will form something like this. For a downtrend, it will form something like this. So outgoing, if it starts forming this, should go down, and a incoming, if it starts forming something like this, should start going up. Correct? Getting into equities, historical data, right. Equities. Let's look at the 3 months performance. So say around July-ish, sorry, June-ish. What was the price? Roughly 2250, right? What is the price right now? 2700, right? All the way from in just one quarter, last 3 months, 2200 to 27, 2800, 3000 levels. Do you see this, right? Now, let's look at last 365 days performance. September 2017, price is how much? Some 1800, 1900 levels, right? 1000 rupees movement in a year, correct? Compared to a year, ठीक है, अभी तो हम लोग चार्ट्स पे गए भी नहीं है, वो हम कल से करेंगे, okay? But do you see how stocks move? Because it was an incoming stock. And if it was an incoming stock and if it started making a higher high, higher lows, then it is telling you what? There could be a upward what? Movement, rally. Okay. Bajaj, Fin, Serve. Okay. Now, what was the price level last 3 months? Bajaj Finserv also incoming stock, right? 6,000 levels, right? Almost 6,000 levels. Where's it? Almost 7,000 levels, right? See? So if we would have traded these, just one stock in that month, maybe 100% return on capital wouldn't have been a big problem, right? And when I say 100%, you will slowly and gradually start learning how does it come. Okay, don't worry about it. ये सब आ जाएगा, मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. If you are ready to work hard, 100%, 150%, 200%, all this is child's play. Okay, but do you see movements, which is more important? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so you will try to figure out that what's going on. You have learned something important, right? Volume breakout, delivery quantity breakout, price breakout, all three parameters breakout. The chances of making a movement is much higher, correct? ठीक है, अभी आने वाले कुछ दिन तक प्लीज वॉच स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. Okay, don't trade, just have to watch it. Right, State Bank of India. चलो एक किसी और सेक्टर का देखते हैं, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा देखते हैं. बैंक बड़ौदा. So this is Bank of Baroda in the month of August, right? In the month of August. Do you see any movement that has happened? कुछ खास movement है? वही 150 दिख रहा है. 150 से 145 kind of levels, right? Nothing has moved. So you will find stocks like this, okay? And whenever this sort of a thing happens, you know, where nothing is moving for some time, then it suddenly starts moving, and when it moves, it will give you 500 to 1000% return on capital. Okay, and it will tell you before that it wants to move. All right, now let me take State Bank of India. in State Bank of India, every 5 rupees the underwriters they write. Okay. Now, what is the price level here?
$94.
294 roughly, right? So it is below 295, right? So it is below 295. So so it is in between 295 and 290 levels, correct? Now let's see. 294 again 294. Do you see this? Is it in between the same level again, closing in between the same levels?
Yes.
Right? So it is telling you that it has got locked in a range. Okay. This is now locked in a range. Now this day, the range was changed, right? It closed above 295, right? Do you see it broke
Right.
out 295 and it closed above 295. When it closed above 295, definitely it would have broken the high. Did it form a higher low? Yes, it did. Correct? Next day, is it opening strong? Do you see 300.60 and here the high is 299.95. So is it opening above the high? Is it opening strong? Right? When it opened strong, did
Right.
it go up? Did it give you more than 2% return? Don't worry about where to enter and all that. It will be taught. But was there a movement? There was a movement, right? Okay. So these are day trading opportunities. But what will you have to do? क्या करना पड़ेगा?
Train our eyes.
You have to train your eyes. Okay, this is what is important. आप ये देखिए, I told you this, so you saw this, right? Yes or no? Because I told you this, you saw this movement. But after this training, you have to predict all this movement in real time. Okay? You have to predict these movements in real time. Do you see open is equal to low? इस दिन लगा देते strategy, you would have been successful. Okay, so this is why I say that strategies don't work in this market. There are days when the strategy will work, and there would be most of the days when the strategies will fail. Why? Why did it work? Why did open is equal to low work here? Because the footprints were such. Okay, so don't look at open is equal to low first 5 minutes and just jump in that trade. It has no logic. It is all gambling. Okay, whenever you are not using logics in a business, it is what? It is gambling. Got it? Okay, so guys, homework for tomorrow is that please start, you should know the linkage in between the broad market index, the sector and the child inside it. Okay, so if we talk about, see, there would be 150 stocks. Okay, if I go to Nifty 50, how many stocks would be there? It is telling you it is Nifty 50, right? So 50 stocks, right? So next 50 will also be 50 and mid cap 50 will also be 50. So how many total stocks? 150, right? So we are going to restrict ourselves only to these 150. We will never require more than this. Apart from if something is moving out of the index. Okay. Right. So what you should know is that for these 150 stocks, if I take up any stock, which sector does it belong to, or what all sectors does it belong to, and which broad market index does it belong to? So is it a Nifty 50 stock? Is it a Next 50 stock, or is it a Nifty 50 stock, or a mid cap 50 stock? Okay. So this is something that you should know. Okay. तो ये आपको करना है. All right. And tomorrow onwards we will start with the chart reading. ठीक है? Any questions?
Nirmal sir.
बोलो.
Yeah, Riku this side.
Hmm.
One quick query, sir. Last month, not last month, this month it happened that a split of the Infosys and Reliance happened, right?
Bonus हुआ ना?
So what does that mean? I mean, actually,
Nothing. See, I will show you.
okay, so
Over here. See, Reliance का ना?
trade price will go down. I mean,
नहीं ऐसा नहीं होगा. ये देखो अभी आप.
because
ये
I could
Reliance
see
है ना?
that Infosys was on.
हाँ देखो इन्फी ओपन कर रहा हूँ. इन्फोसिस का एग्जांपल है ना. देखो इन्फी को ओपन करते हैं और मान लीजिए आज 10 तारीख है ना. ठीक है. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है 4 सितंबर बोनस 1:1.
Right.
ठीक है. तो 4 सितंबर व्हाट हैपेंड वाज a bonus was given to everybody. Now when they say bonus doesn't mean एक free का stock दे दिया. Nothing comes for free in this stock market. A bonus means that one stock, whosoever is holding a stock, automatically will become 2. Now when the stock will become 2, the price will fall by 50% minimum. ठीक है. Now what was the last price on this day? The last price was 1436, right?
Right.
So if it is 1:1, 1436 divided by 2, 718 rupees. Did it open almost at the same place? See?
Right.
Okay. So 718 is where almost it should be opening. So this is how it is. How does individuals benefit? Individuals benefit in a way that now they have higher quantity, right? So if there is an appreciation of say 5%, 10%, they can offload half of the quantity. पहले क्या था कि if they want to sell, if they want to offload, they'll have to offload a 1400 rupee stock. Now they have the capability of offloading only 700 rupees stock, and they can hold 700 rupees. Okay, so the bonuses, they keep on coming. Okay, and it all depends on the face value of the stock. When the stocks are listed on the exchanges, generally they will be like listed at a face value of 10 rupees. Generally, it can also be listed at 5 rupee or 1 rupee, but generally it will be a 10 rupee face value, which means कि वो 10 रुपए का stock जो है वो 200 rupees में बिक रहा है. Which means what? If it is selling for 200 rupees and it is a 10 rupee face value, when you divide it, it is 20 times. It is actually trading at 20 times.
And sir, what's the criteria of getting this bonus? I mean, who all will get this bonus? The one who is
whosoever
holding
is
these
holding.
stocks for.
Whosoever
I
is
mean,
holding.
is it the one? Okay, say yesterday only I took
that
these
one will
stocks
become
and.
It has to become.
Okay.
There is no choice. It has to become. It is nothing. It is just a mathematical equation which will run. So say on this day, on 3rd of September, okay, 3rd of September, end of the day, you bought 10 quantity. Okay, you bought 10 shares of Reliance and you kept it. next day it will automatically become multiply by 2 क्योंकि price भी तो गिर गया ना 50%. So mathematically it will be same. So divide price by 2, multiply quantity by 2. What will be the impact? 0. Almost.
Right.
Whatever is the trading turbulence or volatility, that will anyways happen. But net impact क्या है? Net impact is 0. So instead of having 10 stocks in your trading account, in your demat account, you will have 20 stocks in your demat account. That is the only change which will happen. ठीक है, और price गिर जाएगा.
And also, yeah, one more news is coming that they are extending the trading hours.
Oh, that is useless. Leave it.
Okay.
It's not going to help you. At least for next 1 year, it is not going to help you because you will start trading in futures at least after a breathing period of 1 year. Guys, don't be under an impression that tomorrow morning you will become crorepati, okay? Because you are in this training. It will take time to absorb the knowledge that is going to get inculcated in yourself. It will take time, ठीक है? तो मेरी जो expectation रहती है मेरे ट्रेनिंग से वो ये रहती है कि futures में trading जो है, you will be able to start after 9 to 12 months because the risk is also very high. Okay, so till the time you are not trading in futures index, okay, till that time there is no impact of extended trading hours. So don't worry about it.
Thanks, Nirmal.
All right, any other question, guys? I will request all of you to try to arrange for a mic because it becomes very easy to answer questions. Huh?
So
और ये
Prasad here,
हाँ प्रसाद बोलो.
well, it's about the deliverable quantity.
Hmm.
If we find a breakout in total traded volume and deliverable quantity in the previous month, is it confirmed that the price will make new high in uptrend or new low in downtrend, or is just one of the parameters to check?
See, tomorrow, day after onwards, you will understand that a deliverable quantity is always a sell quantity. The way you will learn is that a deliverable quantity is selling. Okay. Now, what does it mean? Do you see here, if you can see my screen, it is 16 lakh and this is 21 lakh, right? The first where my mouse pointer is, it is showing 16.54 129, correct? And the next line it is showing 2138 372, correct? So if deliverable quantity is a selling quantity, then on this day number 2, is the selling more?
Yes.
Okay, so the selling is more. Now when the selling is more, what is the impact on price? The impact on price is the price increased. If you see here, 1352 to 1353.4, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Now, whenever selling will increase, which means people who are holding the stock, they have left their material and gone home. Only they can, the number over here can come only from existing investor. A trader cannot leave a number here. A trader can leave a number only here. Only an investor can leave a number here. Okay. Now, if the selling was more, why did the price went up? Okay, we will try to study the impact. The impact is on the next day, did the selling reduce?
Yes, it did. Correct.
21 to 13, right? What was the impact on price? It further went up, right? So it is telling us that there is demand. Okay, the same way, if with a lower volume, the price would have fallen down. It would have crashed, say 1340 levels. It would have closed below 1340. I'm assuming, okay? that it closed below 1340 with a lower deliverable quantity, with lesser selling, that would have told me that there is supply in this price.
This is just one of the parameters to check the movement. So the stock or the price can move either ways. Is that so? Okay.
Okay. So these
All right.
are the indicators. Like say for example, till now, you were using maybe moving average. Okay. So you said that a slower moving average, say of 5 interval, and there is another one which is say a faster, which is 3 interval. Okay. So you used to assume that if the 3 interval line crosses the 5 interval line, which means the fast line moves above the slow line, then there is an uptrend, correct? That is what your
Right.
expectation was. Okay. The same way, if the fast line comes below the slow line, then it is a downtrend. That is what you used to think, right? Now, in this case, since the price is telling me that there is demand, what I can do is, if I have to match, if I have to effectively use my this thing indicators, what I will do is I will let the the fast line go below the slow line. What will it tell us? It is in downtrend, right?
Right.
If it is downtrend, it is most likely doing this. It will not be able to crack this level. From here, it will go up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So
Okay.
mix and match. But our indicator is going to be these 3 items: the price, the volume, and the deliverable quantity. These would be our
All right.
indicators.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Fine, guys. So, guys, see you tomorrow. There would be an email by the end of the day which will have a playlist. The recording of this class would be uploaded there. You can click on it and you can watch it as many times you want to. All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Bye bye.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.